Hi, happy Monday, and welcome to Now, the fun show hosted by me, Curtis P. Today we're kicking the entire show off talking about a big topic that happened yesterday, that being the fact that YouTube, this very glorious place right here, held its very first music awards. And to say it went well is like saying that a train crash on a sinking boat in the middle of a hurricane is a good thing. The show started off interestingly and then just kind of went downhill from there with a multitude of different audio issues, scripting issues, performance issues, and just WTF moments. It was probably one of the strangest award shows I've ever seen, and again, not necessarily a good thing. Hosted by Jason Schwartzman, even he was a little worried about the entire show, stating that the show was basically put together in like 7 days, and that the script was kind of vaguely in place, but at times it was just ad-libbing. Coming from a world where scripts are important, I would never want to do anything that's just ad-lib, because that is just prone to problems. Besides it having many technical problems and scripting problems and just overall show problems, it also had a viewer problem, that being because at its peak, around 175,000 to 200,000 people watched this. Which, if you compare this to like the MTV Music Awards, which I think is kind of where it was going, it's nowhere close to the viewer numbers. But it did get some of the big performances that the MTV Music Awards would get, that being the fact that Eminem was there and performed, also won Artist of the Year for some reason. Lady Gaga also made an appearance arriving like this, which is kind of amazing. She had that teeth grill thing going on. She also had a live performance, which I'm just kind of thinking here is probably the main reason people tuned into this, because she debuted a new song that no one had heard before, and this was the only place to hear it. So you tune in for just that, and then you kind of log off. Beyond that though, the big complaint by a lot of people here is the fact that YouTubers didn't walk away with a lot of awards. It was a lot of big names, whereas the smaller names that we know on YouTube didn't get anything. Which, for a YouTube Music Award, is probably like backwards. You would think that more YouTubers would win versus like big stars. Though many K-pop fans are very happy because Girls' Generation walked away with Video of the Year, which is pretty cool. I've never personally listened to them, though I kind of want to now just to see who they are. And the cherry on top of this amazing YouTube Music Awards cake is the fact that director Spike Jonze came out at the very end and thanked YouTube for allowing him to make this mess. Literally, he actually said that. And I completely agreed with him, but not on the fact that he was thinking of the fact that it was a mess. And yeah, YouTube, good job for making that a thing. From video to gaming now, Battlefield 4 was released just last week, but already the very first DLC is scheduled to be released very soon. Of course, Battlefield 4 is the brand new first-person shooter developed by EA, and it has some pretty positive reviews so far. And now the first DLC has been announced, and it's the first of 5 coming for the game before the summer. The new DLC has 4 new maps from Operation Firestorm, Operation Metro, Caspian Border, and the Gulf of Oman. Of course, that's coming soon for digital download right on your device. Battlefield 4 is available right now for the PS3 and the Xbox 360, and if you get a PS4 or Xbox One, it will also work with those. Google has a brand new idea for field trips of the future. With the economic hardships that schools are currently going through, it's hard to actually send kids out to a location for a field trip, just because it costs so much money, and of course there's food and all those other things to deal with. Using Google Plus Hangouts, they're live streaming field trips to multiple classrooms around the country at the very same time, allowing students in those classrooms to raise their hand and ask questions to the people at the location in live time. I think it's a really cool idea. It's like the classroom of the future. Like everybody sits down and then boom, you're connected to like this really cool area. Monday, you're like touring NASA. Wednesday, maybe you're looking at the aquarium. And Friday, hey, let's end it all off by going to the Smithsonian and getting a tour around there. All from the comfort of your very own classroom. Though, of course, you don't get to look around yourself, but you do get the sense of kind of being there, and you do learn about the area, which is freaking cool. So the future of education is a possibility. Just think about like this giant screen in front of the classroom, and everybody learning from it. And last thing I want to touch on today is a very small topic, though a big one all at the same time. A new episode of The Simpsons aired last night, and they had a tribute to one of their voice actors who recently passed away. That being voice actor Marcia Wallace, who passed away last week, who voiced Mrs. Krabappel. She died on October 25th at the age of 70. The Simpsons, of course, did a tribute to her in their opening sketch with the chalkboard gag, but instead this time just simply sang one simple line. So a very nice tribute there for the many years that she voiced for the show. Now jumping back to the future of education here, do you think the Google Plus-esque hangout field trip sort of idea is a good idea, or do you think kids should actually still go out to a location? You can let me know in the comments section down below. You can also let me know on my Facebook page, Twitter account, or through that amazing thing called Google Plus Links to all that, of course, and the other articles I talk about in today's episode in the description down below. Check out all the links down there, tons of really cool stuff. Of course, if you enjoyed today's show, why not hit that like button, subscribe, and maybe even share the show with your friends. Until tomorrow, I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now.